office is open in my laptop. So, I
Okay.
mean,
So you are
yeah,
working from home right now?
yeah, working from home.
Sure.
I mean, came for a function in Pune. I mean, staying in Pune, but came for a function at home.
Okay, okay. So your office in Pune, right?
Yeah, office in Pune, Mulapatta.
So you going anytime in office or are you permanently working from home?
No, I do go there whenever there is team meeting or team catch up. So I need to go there.
Okay, so okay, you are working Capta India, right?
Capita, India, right?
Okay, so please tell me about yourself.
So, as you know, my name is Ashwarya Rajput. I've been in IT since last 6.5, more than 6.5 years, almost 6 years and 10 months. Currently, I am working as a senior consultant, senior Java consultant in Capita. Also handling two junior guys counterparts in my team. Currently, my tech stack is more of Spring Boot microservices Java. Uh, Also, I am working on UI part as well when needed. Also, have some knowledge about deployment processes, Jenkins, Docker, and all. Previously, I was part of Principal Global Services for almost 4.5 years. So I started my career from there, and yes, that's the experience I had, and that's the tech stack I had.
Okay, so you telling about Java version. What version you have used?
Currently, we are migrating Java 8 to 17, so I would say Java 8
Okay,
currently.
okay, 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 okay. Java 8. So you know what features are in Java 8?
So Java 8 basically added functional programming in Java, which was not earlier. So Lambda expressions, more of enhancing the functional programming. Then there is streams, there is Joda API, there are functions, built-in functional interfaces which they provided, like predicate, boolean, supplier. Uh, so these are some of the, I would say, functional new enhancements in Java 8.
So lambda expression, you know about the lambda expression, right?
Yes.
For implementing lambda expression, what kind of things is needed?
So for implementing Lambda expressions, first requirement would be it would be calling a functional interface only. So the method, interface should have only one method, and then we can open the Lambda expression. We can pass as many as
So
parameters.
one
So
method means this method type is what kind? So how do you one method do you identify this is one method or two methods? How do you?
So I will have my abstract method inside interface. I can denote or declare it as a functional interface
Okay,
at
okay,
that functional interface annotation.
okay, okay. So can you give any example of other region of the implementing functional interface?
Yeah, more readable code.
Whether you know, I will give one scenario. Suppose your functional interface have a default and static method. Can we do that in
Yes,
Java?
yes, 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 yes. We can do
So
that.
why static and default method is required in interface because of both can be right as a fully implemented, right?
Right.
So why these features came in Java 8?
So
Behind this, what
as
is
far
the reason?
as far as static methods are considered in interface, more of those are providing a utility kind of. I
Yeah,
would
I
say
know that. I know that. But why? What is use of this? Suppose you have written, someone is telling you can write a interface inside, you can write fully implemented method. Okay? Fully implementation.
correct.
So why fully implementation we can write because we have already class. So we can write
Sure.
interface.
So if you have already implemented the class, implementing the interface,
Hmm.
then also you can use those static methods. That's why avoiding the issues which were already having in the classes which are implementing that interface. Avoiding those issues, those
So
are just
what
enhancements.
kind
So
of
it
issues
will not.
will come? What kind of issues will come?
Uh, in what case?
No, you are telling I have some avoiding some issues in class. So what kind of issues will
No,
come?
no. If I am modifying that only which is abstract method, if that is implemented in several classes, if I am modifying that only,
Hmm.
then every class will be affected. So giving an enhancement or a utility method so that you can use those if required. If not required, then you cannot use. I mean that's up to developer.
No, I think I have different reason. I think you are not giving the clear answer, but you know that. Reason behind that, because of Java 1.2 to 1.7, there was no scope for resolving to the diamond issue. You know?
Yes, 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 yes.
So if you fully implemented method, you can write an interface. So you have 10 interface you can implement in class interface I1, I2, I3 I10. So you can call directly the implemented method inside the interface without rewriting. Without
Yes, yes,
rewriting.
yes.
Got my point?
Yes, 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 absolutely.
This is the main thing about that.
Okay.
You know volatile and static.
Yes, 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 I do.
What use of this?
So, static is a keyword which is applicable on classes, blocks,
Hmm.
methods, variables. A static class, once declared inside a class, can act as a top level class
Hmm.
that belongs, and then static variable that belongs to class memory. So you don't have to create an object to access that object or the value of that object. You can directly use that by using your class. Then the method also a static method that belongs to a class. So if you are not creating an object, then also you can use that method using your class name.
Hmm.
When the volatile keyword, that is more of related to synchronization, where if your variable has been accessed by multiple threads, or there may be chance of data inconsistency.
Hmm.
So declaring that volatile variable, all the threads will read that value from the main memory itself,
Hmm.
rather than copying or caching it, and there will not be data inconsistency then.
Okay. So you know about the concurrency and map, hash map in class. What kind of differences?
Can you repeat the question, Vipin?
What is difference between concurrency hash map and hash map?
So concurrency hash map, once if you are using the normal hash map, the data buffer or data size, I mean 16 size is both the maps have 16 as their default size. But when once you are modifying a hash map object, and you are removing, kind of doing a removal operation while iterating,
Hmm.
uh, it throws concurrent modification exception, which is not the case when you are using concurrent hash map. So that is the main reason why util package have brought concurrency in Java 1.5 version.
So this concurrent hash map is a part of uh, concurrency package or util package.
Util package, Java util.
Concurrency hash map.
Yeah, concurrent hash map.
No,
That's a part of java.util dot concurrent package.
no. This is a part of concurrency package. Can you look?
I might be wrong. As far as I am
No, this
reminding
is
that.
not a part of part of util package, concurrency
Uh,
apps, ISMAP.
java.util.concurrent concurrency package.
Okay, so now you know about that microservices, right?
Yes, I do.
So what kind of design pattern you have followed?
So, as in now, they are in my organization, there were huge legacy applications.
Hmm.
So, those are all only built in Java with Ajax and all.
Hmm.
And those are used, so they are now segregating and checking which part is going to be in which package or which microservices. So currently they are following, I guess, Saga pattern. They are following. So Saga pattern is there.
How it is work saga pattern?
So if so that is basically if related to transaction management and tables, more of tables are integrated. Once if there is one request coming to one microservice, let's say API gateway, and then from gateway it is calling one service, then that service is calling other service, and so far. So if there is a data issue or data is not inserting in the microservice, let's say fourth microservice,
Hmm.
then that was the issue, that how to revert all the transaction, because in microservices, each microservice have different database and separate database. That
Hmm.
was the foremost issue. So in this Saga pattern, I would say that follows a pattern where each microservice will have I would say a event to the next one as well as the last one. That if the data is passed or data is inserted in one microservice, then you can create an event, you generate an event, and that will follow. The microservice 2 will follow that event or subscribe that event,
Hmm.
and then it checks if the data is inserted, then I will call the next microservice. If that microservice is not inserting the data properly, or that there is any data issue or failure,
Hmm.
then it will generate a compensation event, or I would say yeah, that is a compensation event, failure event, I would say, back to the microservice 2,
Hmm.
and then microservice 2 will revert that database, and then it will generate another compensation event to microservice 1, and that will again roll back the data. So that's how one request with multiple microservice having the same database, or different database, no matter. But that's how it will be rolled back. It will be rolled back. The data will be rolled back from the tables.
Okay. You know Spring Boot.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes.
So suppose you want to create a Spring Boot application. So what is about how do you create?
So
What
we can
component is
directly.
required to creating a Spring Boot application?
Can you repeat the question again? Then?
Spring Boot application. You know
Mm-hmm.
how do
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
create? How do you create? And what component is required for creating a Spring Boot application?
So, uh, firstly, I will. So there are two ways basically. If I
Mm-hmm.
need to create a Spring Boot application, I can go either through in Spring Boot Initializer
Mm-hmm.
for starting my project, or I can use my directly my IntelliJ, and from there, or IntelliJ Eclipse I can create from there. STS also I can create from there the project.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the Spring Boot archetype there, Spring Boot archetype, and that will create my project dummy, and then I can add my dependencies as many.
Okay, got it, got it, got it. No problem. And you know about like that qualifier interface.
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah.
So, if multiple beans are there in the container with different names,
Mm-hmm.
then which particular bean I need to have auto-wired in my class, I can give, sorry,
Okay, okay,
I can
continue,
give,
continue.
uh, I mean that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
UI
continue.
has changed, so I thought.
Okay, UI app change. My side is change.
Okay, okay. So, so I can declare my bean with that name that this bean should qualify for the auto wiring in the in this particular class, a particular component or service class, and yes, that bean will be auto wired from container.
Okay. So, just 1 minute. How do you write thread safe singleton class in Java?
So, like, should I write a singleton class here?
Yeah, you can write.
Okay. I mean, I will have some variables here, or it's
No,
just
you write singleton. What do you feel about the singleton?
okay. So